sadness, happiness. But by the grace of God, I am very, very happy with the more I hear Aman and Ayan progressing in their life, I feel very happy.
No, Ma is a given here. I mean, are you mad? He has to go home. Even he's not going to take these risks. Yes, ma'am.
I'll just continue this because Aman reminded me about his mother. So, but that is something which I have often told Aman that wherever they perform, they must say that they are the children of Subbalakshmi and Amjad Ali Khan. Because every mother of a child is the first guru.
Absolutely.
But no guru talks about their mothers. I haven't seen any guru talking to about her mother. So the respect, the honor the woman should get in our country, they haven't yet achieved. Yes, second question?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Shamim Padamsi, and I'm a writer. I write for children. So I would like to have some advice from you for children of the generation today. We talked a lot about what's going wrong. So what do you think suggests that children should be doing today?
Excellent.
I think these two gentlemen will contribute more to your question, but what I feel that parents have very little time for their children. We were unemployed parents, so we were free, or I was traveling, but my wife, she gave so much time to them. So if the parents, if they have no time, they should not bring children to the world. They feel very happy the children are in the best of schools and colleges. But I don't think the teachers are worried about the art and culture or tradition. He's only connected with books, the subjects. Open your books, open your mathematics, open your English. So I think the time from the parents will work more. And why we have become so intolerant? My father often said, to achieve your goal of life, you have to be patient and tolerant. Sabr और बर्दाश्त, ये अपने आप में एक पूजा है. Adjustment of life itself is a prayer. So why are we becoming intolerant? Today human being has become a most ferocious animal, I think. Everybody is shouting. The degree of arrogance, where has reached? तुझे नहीं पता मैं कौन हूँ? इतना जल्दी पता लग गया उसको. So this is the unfortunate part of our system. There's something wrong in our school teachings. I mean, they must create a class where children don't carry the books. Just share the value of love, compassion, kindness. No books should be there. Every school should create this kind of class where nobody will take the books in the... So I think it's the responsibility of the school, parents, everybody. And I hope every child, every young person achieve their goal of life. Sir, please.
Karan? Yes. On children?
Well, I mean, I'm not sure I'm qualified to answer it.
No, I am. I don't have any that I know of.
I think just a simple observation, and I think I should have an answer very soon to that question, hopefully. But I think the one thing that just strikes me is very simple. I just wish parents would encourage their children to listen and not watch. Because I think, that's the big problem. I think people of the younger generation have stopped listening. They're just so absorbed by watching. And I think if you just listen to the sounds of life or just sounds of advice, there's so much to absorb.
Ma'am, this is the most fascinating. Kansa rightly said about the examination system. India is a very unforgiving society for failure. The fact that we examine our children, the fact that we put them through this grill and the drill of examinations and textbooks and classes, you're creating discriminators based on textbook knowledge not on an unfettered mind. The second, I think parenting is absent in many ways. I remember having hours of conversation, with my dad or with my mom, with my dad on particle physics. We would discuss Dinkar. We'd discuss Premchand. We'd discuss, at that time, Vijay Tendulkar was an upcoming theatre writer. Now, if you mention Tendulkar, people assume it's cricket. But it was the desire of parents to actually converse. And as Karan rightly said, it wasn't instructive. We are now becoming an instructive society. Any society that is instructive robs the freedom of the mind. And Tagore rightly said, where the mind is without fear and the head held high. He could have easily said other things. And finally, I adored my teachers. I was never scared of them. In our generation, we loved our teachers. The gratitude that I would have for my teachers is boundless. But we would talk about everything. Today, we've created a world of borders in actually a world where technology is making us borderless. Therein lies the paradox. People don't speak anymore. People don't have a conversation. We've lost the respect for contrarian opinion. It's very George Bush-like. Either you're with me or against me. So these things are missing. And it's up to people like you, who are so generous and sagacious with their time, to actually invest in creating a new order of human beings. It was famously said, the child is the father of man. We've got to look at our children differently, and others' children as well.
थैंक यू आई थिंक मैम ने जो करण अभी आपके घर में आई थिंक दुनिया की सबसे खूबसूरत किलकारियों वाला संगीत गूंज रहा है. आप मुझे बताइए किस तरीके से चाह रहे हैं कि आपके नई जनरेशन संगीत की तरफ बढ़े या रुझान रखे. बहुत जल्दी है, लेकिन एक पिता के लिए सपने देखना कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है.
वाह
जी, मेरी जो शुरुआत हुई थी संगीत, अगर आप जिक्र कर रहे हैं, तो एक्चुअली मेरा जो लगाव है टू हिंदी सिनेमा, इट्स लार्जली बिकॉज मेरी जो माँ थी वो हमेशा वो पुरानी हिंदी फिल्मों के गाने, या गज़ल हो जगजीत सिंह के, या मोहम्मद रफ़ी साहब के, आशा भोसले जी के, लता जी के, किशोर साहब के गाने रोज़ गूंजते थे. तो and along with that, Elvis Presley. She was a huge fan. In fact, I think she married my father because he promised he would take her to the Elvis Presley concert for their honeymoon. I think that's one of the big reasons she married him. And he did live up to that promise, because he did take her and she fainted. So their honeymoon night was in an ER because she fainted in Las Vegas when she saw Elvis Presley, and he just came and sang Teddy Bear and she had fallen flat. And but मेरा जो introduction to Hindi films, Hindi cinema was through Indian film music. तो आई थिंक मैं वही चाहूँगा, अगर आपने जैसे पूछा कि पहली चीज़ जब मैंने नर्सरी बनाई अपने बच्चों के लिए, तो आई मेड श्योर दैट आई हैव म्यूजिक इन दैट रूम प्लेइंग ऑल द टाइम, बिकॉज आई वांट देम टू ग्रो अप टू द म्यूजिक. एंड मैं ये नहीं चाहता कि वो, आज मुझे बहुत लोगों ने कहा कि कोल्ड प्ले का वर्जन है नर्सरी राइम्स का या कुछ ऐसा है. ऐसे नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं. दे शुड लर्न एंड लिव विद द म्यूजिक दैट आई ग्रो अप ऑन, बिकॉज दे आर माई चिल्ड्रन एंड दे हैव टू लव द म्यूजिक आई लव, बिकॉज दे हैव टू लव मी.
Superb.
Beautiful.
And I'll tell you an aside. There's a gentleman in London who I can't name because I've already been sued multiple times for defamation. But he actually got his interior designer to buy his books for his library. So, no, I can't. What the hell? I've already been... Yes, last question.
Second last, okay.
Last question.
Namaskar. I'm Jay Talwar. I'm from Calcutta. I started listening to classical music through the Beatles. I will be very frank about it. And I love classical music. I started playing the tabla. I was a neighbor of Elayat Khan Sahab's house, so yes, I used to go and practice with them. In fact, once I traveled with you in the car with Nishad Khan to the Sarkar family house where you had a concert. I want to ask you basically that what is happening now, because the younger people are not into classical music. Schools may, Spik McKay has done a lot. There are people, but the pulse, like if you talk to younger people these days, they're not into classical music. So I wanted to ask you, what's the future And also for Karan, for Hindi film music, for example, there was a lot of classical music played in films, and some of the films did use it, even today, but it's rare. I mean, it's gone more Western, there's more, it's not the kind of music that I would like, so I'd like to ask you both about this.
To your question, I would request Aman and Ayaan to answer this question.
Can you repeat the question? No, I understood. Namaskar, sir. So, sorry, I'm not supposed to be answering this. But Ustad or Walid Sahab बैठे, I shouldn't be speaking out of turn. But I think the future is bright. There's so many young musicians today who are doing so well. And I think this generation is very blessed to get so much content easily available now on YouTube and so many other platforms. So they've got the research of all the great masters very easily available. They all are playing brilliantly, but now who connects and who doesn't, wo, I think Khuda ke haath mein, Bhagwan ke haath mein. So that I really can't comment on, but I think the quality of musicians, even today, like I said, because they're getting so much access to the journey of these great masters, I think they have all imbibed these qualities and they are playing brilliantly. And even today, so many, every time you open Bombay Times, how many ads you see of so many young musicians performing in Bombay, in Bengal, Maharashtra, all over. So I don't think there's anything to worry about. In time, I'm sure these young musicians will also connect with people. And I think the next question was for...
Sorry,
for
please.
Karan Bhai. No, it's fine. Yeah, okay.
No, there's a lady there, and let that be. Nasir, do you really have to ask her? Please. You mean brief?
Yes, sorry. I am losing my sense of English. Adab, my name is Nasir Abdullah.
I know you. Yes.
You might remember me from about 50 years ago.
Yes.
But anyway, I have a question for Karan, but you may email me the answers. And the question is, why haven't you cast me yet? But that's another story. Okay, I actually wanted to ask you, sir, Khan Saab, that I'm an aspiring a musician, and I play on the flute a bit, and I also learned the harmonium in my own way, and was not. But I actually got it right years ago, but it's a strange question. Okay, you must have
not
had...
brief by any stretch.
Okay.
Keep going, keep going.
Thank you. So I'm a bit confused.
Millie, I hope you're taking notes. You could write his biography by the end of his question.
Thank you, Swell. So you must have encountered some, what you call blogs as you were actually practicing, etc. And so what did you do to be able to surmount them? What I'm actually looking for is a shortcut. Did your seniors advise you to wear a stone, or was there a mantra or anything to help you get over? That's
Got it. You can choose not to answer, or you can give a brief answer. Basically, neither did I understand, but from what I understood is, he's an aspiring musician who wants to know, should he use the path of superstition, which is wear a stone, right? Not get stoned, wear a stone, or should he have a mentor? Even I haven't, actually you can ignore it. Yes, ma'am, last question.
Hello.
Nasir is an old friend of mine, I can take liberties with him. If he hasn't yet got to the question, can you imagine how long he'll take to the flute?
But to learn
Yes, my
music,
dear.
but to learn music, stone doesn't work. Only hard work, sadhana, riyaz. I don't know.
Yeah, and they are not the names of people. Yes.
Good evening. I'm Anjusha Saugule. I'm a social activist, and so it's always an honor to hear you. And believe me, it was a very soulful conversation. And coming from an old school, I really enjoyed listening to all of you. Now, coming from empowerment, like I'm a social activist, and sir, when I see you and ma'am, the love, the way you share your love and the respect towards each other, it's like we get a feeling, why don't we find someone so soulful or so respected?
Now,
you know?
1 minute here. He wants to learn music. You want a matrimonial
No,
column?
no, sir, you're getting the question wrong. No, you're getting the question wrong. I'm coming to the question. I just wanted to appreciate their love because that's everybody notices and it's so beautiful. And everything beautiful has to be cherished and respected.
Yeah, I'm almost
now
tears.
coming back to it. Now, through music, how can you empower? How can you empower this? Where we are going towards, more towards feminism or against this. So how come with, I want to, Karan, Mr. Johar can answer this, even so you.
No, I have no idea about empowerment. We barely have electricity at home. Forget power, forget empowerment. Sir, Karan, this is as complicated as some of your films. Answer.
Trust me, my films are not complicated at all.
No, we're just having fun.
Are you single? Are you single?
Are you asking me that?
No, I'm not.
Obviously, he's just asked you that. No, 1 minute. What kind of logic are we in Bombay? Are you single? Are you asking me
that?
Is
that why you're seeking love because you're single or because you feel the need to be empowered by a relationship?
No. I don't feel the need to be empowered by relationship. I just wanted to know that how you, because now we are, the men are against women. We don't believe in gender equality, but we are doing tit for tat.
Ma'am, we'll get this. This is going to be at least a 4-hour discussion. Right from discussing your status to discussing empowerment. I just want Subbalakshmi ji to make a comment. You must always end a program where the husband is the star with the wife having the last word. Because you must have a happy domestic environment.
Thank you, Suhail Bhai, for giving me such an honor. Let me tell you that. You have always done that. He is one man who never shows his affection. But let me tell you, I know about this gentleman who can make anybody's life. But heart of heart, what he is, I had just discussed this with his brother and sister-in-law the other day. I think I know him very well. He is one of the most kindest, softest person. And ma'am, talking about your question, thank you very much for giving us such an honor to think how lovely we were. Only this morning when we were driving down from the airport, I had a little bit of, what shall I say, non-cooperation movement with my husband.
Super!
So I wish somebody, and because being a Gudi Parva and New Year, and I said, Sir Khan Sahab ko bhi mujhe bolna hai, pranam karna hai. मैंने कहा उनका number अलग है, phone कर लीजिए. Although we were in the same car. So he said, Bhabhi ji, now I know the mantra of your successful marriage. I said, this is the mantra, then I do not know what will be the future of a lot of mantras in our, lives.
Super.
So this is what it is. I just say that, as wives, we like to, these are maestros on stage with the instruments, but we play the tanpura. Without us, they can't do anything. So
I love that.
Ma'am, my answer will be to you. Marry or don't marry, keep the man in your hand. Like taming of the show, they said that. Is that from the first day you have to
I'm not making any comments on this. This is either way you're dead.
Yeah, you dominate the wife, you make it sure from the first day, do it other way around. You will be safe for rest of your life.
Okay,
all right,
I must thank Karan, I must thank Khan Saab, I must thank each one of you, must thank Show House Ashrafi from the President. Thank you for a splendid evening. I think the ladies summed it up. It was soulful because it was about conversation which was unfettered and had no prejudices. Nasir, all the best for your scintillating career ahead. We hope one day we see you pulling some strings which have some sanity in them. Until then, God bless each one of you, and God bless America.
Thank you, Suhail Seth. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Ustad Amjad Khan, Master on Masters. On behalf of Penguin Random House India, I'd like to extend a big thank you to all of you for being here and being part of this evening. Our big gratitude goes out to our hospitality partner, Vivanta Baitaj President. This event was produced by Show House. The book is available outside. Be sure to buy your copy and maybe you can get it signed by Ustad ji as well. from me, Suchitra Pillai, it's thank you and good night till we meet again. I do hope you had an enjoyable evening because I know I did. Thank you very much. What fun. What fun, yeah. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please do enjoy the hospitality provided to my right there. Get yourself a drink.
मुझे बताइएगा आज इतना अच्छा बुक लॉन्च हुआ, व्हाट नेक्स्ट फ्रॉम अमजद अली खान साहब?
देखिए, मैं 10 साल तक वीक मैगज़ीन में कॉलम लिखता था हर महीने, और वो भी एक किताब, उसकी भी कार्रवाई चल रही है। और फिर लोग कह रहे हैं कि ऑटोबायोग्राफी भी लिखना चाहिए, अब उसका भी वक्त आ गया है, तो शायद वो भी मैं शुरू करूँगा। और बाकी तो अभी बहुत कुछ है समझने के लिए, हमारी अपनी दुनिया में, संगीत में बहुत कुछ समझना है। स्वर और लय ये दोनों समुद्र हैं, इनमें से जितना जो ले सकता है, तो बहुत थोड़ा बहुत मुझे अभी समझ आया है। अभी मेरा पूरा जीवन समर्पित है कि मैं इसको पूरी तरह से, इसकी गहराई ये है क्या, सात सुर एक का करिश्मा क्या है, ये भगवान ने पैदा किया है, इसको हमारा जीवन समर्पित है, इसको जानने का, समझने के लिए। और जितना जितना अच्छा अमान अयान बजाते हैं, तो मुझे अपनी एक अलग दुनिया क्रिएट करना पड़ती है, और वो उसमें एक मुझे खुशी भी मिलती है। और फिर मैं जो कुछ वो करते हैं, फिर मैं उनके रास्ते में आना नहीं चाहता हूँ, मैं अपना अलग रास्ता बनाता हूँ। बस टॉलरेंट होना है, पेशेंट होना है। जो आज जो इंटॉलरेंट जो दुनिया हो गई है, यही सबसे बड़ा डिस्ट्रक्शन हो रहा है। और इसीलिए मैं बार बार ये इस बात को कहता हूँ कि पढ़ाई लिखाई से आदमी सुधरा क्यों नहीं, पढ़ाई लिखाई से आदमी क्यों नहीं सुधरा। और हाउ कैन ए PhD बी रेडिकल, हाउ कैन ए PhD बी कम्युनल। तो ऐसे ही लगता है कि आई मीन विद ऑल ड्यू रिस्पेक्ट टू एजुकेशन, बट एजुकेशन कुड नॉट क्रिएट कंपैशन एंड काइंडनेस इन ए ह्यूमन बीइंग। आज का इंसान एक बहुत फेरोशियस एनिमल बन गया है, तो ये बड़े अफसोस की बात है। और उसका कहीं ना कहीं हमारी पढ़ाई लिखाई में कमज़ोरी है स्कूल लेवल से, उसको ठीक करना पड़ेगा।